All right, we are recording. What's
Period.
up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
We back yet again.
And we back. That's what Chance the Rapper said before he got married. Or maybe he
Before he
said it.
stopped doing drugs.
Yeah.
After no,
No more acid rap.
yes. No more acid rap.
sober rap.
Exactly.
Before he
Exactly.
found the Lord
And his wife. And now his ex-wife.
and his child.
Children.
Two children. Right. Yeah, yeah.
A journey, a story.
Really is.
Um, but we're here. We're queer. It's Pride Month.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's like an extra person here, so we should probably add a little bit of context as to what's happened. Welcome to the pod,
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Mo with the fro.
Mo money.
Hey, that's me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you might have heard us talking about Mo randomly throughout random episodes, might name drop, but we bought the real deal.
Like live
Yeah.
On
here
the studio.
today.
And Mo, what's your sign?
My sign, well, guess. I'm a Taurus.
Period.
Exactly.
I'm on the
Exactly.
Taurus
Exactly.
podcast.
Only the real ones know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I made
Mm-hmm.
Taurus too. The elite.
Mm,
And that
Elite.
matters a lot.
Exactly.
controversial.
Sorry to the April Tauruses. No shade. A
No
little shade.
shade.
I'm crying.
Thank
All
Thank you for
right.
being here, Mo.
you for
Yes,
having
thank you for
me.
joining us. You're our first like guest.
Wow, I feel honored. I
Yes,
feel honored. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm
me
glad you're
too.
here. Even though we are sitting right next to each other,
I
I'm
see,
so
That's
and I
glad.
thought that was
disgusting.
supposed to be classified. Like I
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I want to
Breaking
practice
the illusion.
honesty. I want to practice honesty and transparency
Period.
on this podcast. We are sitting right next to each other, but we're gonna act like we're not.
Exactly. I'm not looking over there.
That's
No.
Has nothing
hilarious.
to do with me, what's happening in the corner of the room.
Well, to get it started, I kind of want to check in. It's Pride Month,
That it
second
is.
day of Pride Month. How are y'all celebrating Pride?
That's a great question.
Yeah, like I had a very restful and rejuvenating Taurus season.
Mm,
And I know jumping into Pride is like, hey, like the pop off. But I fear I am still resting.
mm,
Real.
I don't see myself outside that much
hmm.
this month. So
Okay.
that's me.
I feel like I'm in the same boat. I'm kind
Mm,
of trying to save up right now, so
mm,
the
Hmm.
shoots won't be seeing me that much this Pride month, but I will be gay all month for
period.
sure. I will be doing that
As you
every single
should.
day.
I support it.
Yeah, no days off. But yeah, they probably won't see me much outside. I say that now. We'll see. We'll see.
That's so
I'm
real.
literally heavy on we'll see.
Yeah,
Spoken like a true Taurus.
exactly.
Like
Never let them know your next move.
ever.
I'm crying. Well, period. Glad y'all finna be gay. All
Absolutely.
Pride.
And all life. Um, what about
Except for
you?
breaks. No, I'm kidding.
Me, I would say my Pride Month is definitely busy.
Hmm.
Which yeah, I would say as a also a tourist, that is kind of going to be a new shift for me. But I'm doing my best to prep as much as I can. Um, and just vibe, really. Just get through it. Um,
That's all you can do.
exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, switching gears real quick, I kind of want to ask Mo a few questions. We don't really know you. Everybody know us. They know Zoe, they know me, but we don't know Mo.
I'm
We
very
Right.
know Mo,
confused.
but they don't know
We
Mo.
know Mo, but so who is Mo?
Exactly. And why are you on this particular episode of the Taurus Review? Not just because you're a tourist, but also because you're a what? A hashtag real movie head.
Yes,
Uh,
I am a
Mm-hmm.
movie head.
Yeah.
Cinephile? Question mark?
Cinephile, yeah.
Yes, I am a cinephile.
Mm,
It's cinephile. It's 2026, the year of the cinephile.
Period.
period.
So,
Yes.
Mo, what does being a cinephile mean for you?
For me, I have a very low barrier of entry, which is just that you just gotta really love movies
Mm,
and put an effort to be well versed in the art. So
mm,
that means watching movies, thinking critically about movies.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's all it takes for me, in my opinion.
Period. Okay, and when did you like know that damn, I'm kind of a real movie head? Like, have you always been like this, or was there a time in your life where you just kind of took off?
I feel like actually I was a little late to the party. Like I wish I could say like from the time I was little. No, not really. I liked movies when I was little. Um but I wasn't quite a movie head. But
Mhm.
then I remember in high school, uh when Moonlight came out, I went and
Mm,
saw it at a local theater, and then there was a Q&A after, and it was shot around like where I grew up.
mm,
And I was just like, wow, like you're telling me I could be involved in this? Like, wait a second. I don't know. It just made it feel really tangible.
mm,
So then I wanted to study it. I ended up studying it in college.
mm,
And I feel like that high school, college era is
mm.
when I really started getting into movies.
Oh wow, so you study film in
Period.
college?
Yes, I studied film in college, but
Mm,
I was at first I wanted to do production, but then I realized that wasn't really my thing. I was more into the theory side of things,
mm.
and like the criticism. So that's
Mm.
where I,
Period.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, you know, Moonlight, I feel like it's so many gay people's awakening.
It's the best movie of all
Yes,
Mhm.
time. Like, I don't know. And I know that's
it
bold.
ignited something.
Truly.
I was gonna say that like there was a period in like one summer when I was in college where I saw it like 10 times and I almost
Whoa.
dropped out of school
What?
I almost dropped out of school to go to film school.
That is so real.
Yeah.
That is so real.
And
Like,
then I was like, let me get this architecture degree job.
Right.
Let me stop
Right.
playing.
that's so real. I did like I was trying to go. I was like I'm gonna do screenwriting, and then I did an internship, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's not
And
the
that's what
industry for me.
internships are for. Hmm.
Exactly. Shout out to that internship. It was a good time, but it wasn't for a long time. But yeah, I definitely was inspired by that, and that got me into film in like I feel like a more serious way. I mean, some people might call me fraudulent because there are some classics that I haven't seen yet. I'm not gonna pretend to be
Hmm.
a number one expert, but I am passionate about film.
I
Period.
love that. This is random, but I'm just trying to remember. Mo, weren't we talking about American Psycho? Is that did you recommend that to me?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And were you saying that like it was a cult classic?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely
No, because that
very
movie does
popular.
still ring throughout my head. I think about it every now and then. That is such an interesting movie to watch.
It
And
Mhm.
I
really is.
can you just quickly define, if you can, what does a cult classic mean? Um,
A cult classic to me is a movie that has a very passionate and almost niche fan base. So
Mhm.
like it doesn't
mm,
necessarily like some cult classics are very popular. Like I would say American Psycho is like a popular movie across the board, but like in order for it to be a cult classic, I feel like there has to have like a very like a very concentrated group of people that are like this movie is
mm,
amazing
Mhm.
Could we say that Moonlight is a cult classic?
in my eyes. I'm in the cult.
Me too,
Ah,
shit.
that same. So it's like, right, okay, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you for that definition breakdown. I have been curious about that.
I mean, don't hold me to it, but that's how I see
Hey, your words, and that's okay.
So, I mean, Zoe, as somebody who I would say, would you say you work in the film industry?
I kind of forgot about that. I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about that part of my life. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a film head?
No, I consider myself an audiophile in cinema.
uh,
Mm.
you're my
Yeah.
a professional, a film professional though. We could say
Mm.
that.
Thank you. Thank
Mm.
you. Yeah, you know, you see the movies that are popular, the ones that are highly talked about. I'm not the one that's gonna go in him and just, I don't know. I don't have the attention span, honestly. Like,
Valid.
but the thing is, I have more of an attention span for a movie than TV shows, because a movie is like just get it over with one time.
Mm.
TV shows, series, it's reoccurring.
That is so true.
It's
Mhm.
harder. It's
I
harder.
fall off
Despite
so much.
yeah, the only one that's getting me obviously is Real Housewives. So
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So no, to
I'm the
answer your
opposite.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, for
You're a
Yeah.
TV
real.
head.
Yeah,
Shay
like
is a TV
yeah, like if
head.
there's a show, like I watched probably like 18 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
That is absurd. I'm so
I
sorry.
Commitment.
stopped after the original cast because I don't care about the other niggas. But yeah, like if I really like a show, I'm gonna watch it for a while. But a movie is like you have 30 minutes, like maybe not even 30 minutes. You got like a few minutes to catch my attention, really. It really takes
Mm,
me, it's a lot for me to commit to a movie sometimes. That's why I think I like to, when I go to like the theaters, I like to not see, sometimes I don't watch the preview or
mm-hmm.
because I'm like, I just want to be surprised. Like, I don't want to have any expectations. And it's like, I paid for this. Now I'm locked here. I'm locked in. It's like one time I took an edible and I saw Oppenheimer by
Mm.
myself. I had no idea what that movie was about and how long it was, and the fact that it was in black and white for majority of it or all of it.
That's
But
terrifying.
You're so brave.
and I did it, and I because I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? If I was at home, I would have never watched that.
We actually need to discuss the power of a movie edible because I'm not gonna lie, I feel
Ah,
like taking an edible and watching a movie, a very small amount for me because I have my
Mhm.
tolerance.
I'm not trying to go to
I'd
sleep,
be
you know,
locked in. Like I'm like,
because I'll be going to sleep.
I can't even remember the last time I took an edible, if I'm being honest. Actually, I
Bro.
do. It was Shay, it was that time I Mo, I took an edible. All right. And and it was my first time back in the game. And I think I took too much and called Shay very frantically.
Hmm. This was a few years ago.
Um, this was yeah, this had to be like a year and a half ago.
oh, so
Maybe
it's been
at
a
some
Maybe
minute.
longer.
maybe yeah, I think it was either a year and a half ago or
It was a
last
while
year
ago.
at some point. It was a while ago. It was a minute ago, but yeah, and then Shay, after me freaking out, Shay was like, you know, nothing's real anyways. Like, it's only as real as you make it. And it's like,
You're
I
so
don't think that like a part of me was like, oh, that is true. And then the other half is like, am I about to die? Actually. Um, but yeah, so movie edibles, I don't think that's gonna work for me. I'm so sorry.
That's so valid. That's so valid. I get you because that's the only THC I can process, and I can
Mhm.
only take a
Mm,
very small amount.
Yeah,
So I
very minuscule.
understand. Any more
same.
than that, and I'm scared. Like I'm gonna start thinking about the surveillance state and
Mm,
things.
mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So
How are
Yeah,
you even able to gauge that small
I
amount
know the
though?
exact dosage. I can only take up to 10 milligrams. I
mhm,
can't take any more than that.
real.
I love that for you.
Same.
That's what I'm talking about.
Any
Me.
more than that, and it's over. Literally one over that, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, me, I just started getting a little scared. A
Oh,
little
you get scared
anxious.
too?
Yeah, I get more anxious, like, or my thoughts just start racing.
Mm.
And I don't like being in
Mm.
that state. But then sometimes I'm chilling, so it's really confusing, actually.
Russia roulette.
Yeah, I feel like most times when I'm around you when you're high, you're very not me.
But yeah,
Very
but because
chill.
I'm not, but I mean, I'm internal. Yeah,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I always
Hmm.
look chill, but I'm never chill. Um,
Real.
well, now that we got that out the way,
Right.
let's
Right.
see.
Right.
All right, Mo, I got all these questions. We kind of know you a little bit. We know your expertise. You're a real film head. You're trained in the art of film. And then we have Zoe, who's trained on the art of the background of
Mhm.
film, the production, audio, post-production side of film.
Yes.
Um, and there's the me. And then and so today we're going to talk about a movie, actually.
Right.
What movie are we talking about?
You know, this movie has been on my watch list for maybe a month or so.
Nice.
And it wasn't until I was scrolling on Instagram one day and saw this clip of three people rapping um to speed up this story. One of those persons, his name is Just 10.
Oh
or
yeah, I know
Justin.
Justin. Yeah.
Exactly. I took a gander, a walk, a scroll over on his page, and saw "Is Guy Is." I was like, oh,
No, yeah, yeah, it's funny.
oh. So that is what we will be reviewing today. Is God Is.
You know, that's so funny that you did you already know him as an artist before then?
I knew him based off of I went to I forgot the name of the page, but like that host those little like rap ciphers.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
that's where I saw him the most at.
Yeah, I've been following him for a while because I think there was like one song he put out a while ago that I was like, oh wait, this is fire.
Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, and
Yes.
um I I've been following him and then I remember seeing like scrolling on Instagram and I see him like at a premiere, but I'm not paying attention. And then
Right.
when we went and watched the film, I'm like, wait, that is Justin.
That
Uh
is Justin.
yeah, but yeah, we're talking about Is God Is. Zoe, you saw it what, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, yeah,
And
2 weeks
then
ago.
Mo and I saw it like last week.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, we're here to talk about it and give our Taurian reviews.
Yes, our
Um,
thoughts.
just to kind of start off, we can kind of give a general overview, and y'all can jump in because look, the memory's not there for me. But we can give a general overview of like just kind of what the movie is about. Um, it's about these twin sisters who were
Right.
they were
Right.
basically they were in and out of foster care throughout their entire lives. And they were burned severely in a fire when they were children. And so they get a letter from their mom. Mind you, they thought their mom was dead their entire life, for the most part of their life. They get a letter from their mom. She's like, "You need to kill your dad." They're like, "What?" And then that's kind of what the movie's about, them kind of going off and trying to find their dad, trying to make it right. There's a lot of metaphors, a lot of like biblical metaphors, I think, throughout the film. Found out recently that the film was filmed in Louisiana, which is funny because I could kind of tell.
Mm.
I was like, these the moss on these trees, it looks
Yes, it's very
familiar.
Mm.
much.
So yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, is there anything else like plot wise that
No, that's essentially what it was. You mentioned the task for her mother to find the father, right? We said
yeah.
this, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Um,
like, make him dead. Make him real dead.
make
Yes.
Make
him
your
real
daddy dead.
dead
A great
and
summary.
kill everything around him or something like that,
Yeah, it's
as
like if
much
you
as you
want
want.
to, you could destroy everything around his life, but you don't have to. Just make sure he did.
Just make sure that
Oh, I
man
don't remember
dead.
that part, but that's
Mhm.
real.
No, I'm literally like, as I'm trying to recall certain things, I'm forgetting right now. But that is okay. Mo, is there anything else to the plot that you can think of that we might have missed?
Um, I mean, I don't. For overview, I feel like that covers
That
it.
does
We
it?
can we
Yeah.
can
Okay.
dive into the details.
Yeah,
But
Okay,
and just so y'all know,
period.
this is a review, so there will be spoilers. So if you haven't
yes,
seen the movie and you want to see it and you don't like spoilers, do not watch this.
yeah,
Don't watch
just
this
Leave
get out of
now.
movie.
here.
Bye.
Um, yeah, so I thought the movie was very interesting. I learned that it was a play originally, which
Hmm.
makes a lot of sense
Mm-hmm.
because it's very theatrical, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue,
Um,
especially, really dramatic.
very much so.
Sounds like it was a
Mm-hmm.
play.
And then like even the repetition in the dialogue, like
Hmm.
make your daddy dead, real dead. Like that's very much so giving a play. I feel like that's what they do to like emphasize things. Um, yeah, Mo, I feel like you have a little bit more background knowledge on it in terms. Would you like to speak
Yes.
more on that?
I when I heard it was a play, I looked up the script and I kind of skimmed it. I did not read the whole thing. I skimmed it and I read the end because the end was different, but we could come
Hmm.
back to that. So
Oh, I need to
I'm
know
putting a
that.
pin there.
Yes.
But it was what something that popped out to me was that there was a lot of like playing with the typography, like kind of like in the movie, a lot of times the twins have like a telepathy with each other and they'll
Mm-hmm.
talk in their heads, but it will just be words on the screen and the words are very creatively placed. And it was kind of like that in the script that I
Mhm.
thought that was interesting too. And then to also it being a play, I remember when I was watching at certain points, I was like, this is kind of reminding me of like the Greek plays that I would read in like high school. And then I when I was doing my, you know, reading about it after, I saw that it was partially inspired by Greek tragedy plays. And I was like, okay, like I see the pieces connecting. So I thought that was really interesting, like seeing how that translated into like being a movie. And I feel like this is a director's first time making a movie and not a play.
Mm,
Um,
Yes.
so it's really interesting to see how she made it into a different medium.
mhm,
Yes, I think she translated it very well for your first time
Yeah,
mhm,
movie
great
for
debut.
real. Yeah. I have some facts if
mhm,
anybody would like to
Yes,
know some facts about the movie.
ears
mhm.
open.
All right. So, starting off, this movie directed and written by Alicia Harris,
Mhm.
screenwriter, playwright, and director. As we just stated, this is her first time. This is her debut,
Wow.
right? Like, what a
What a debut.
what a debut,
No,
seriously.
truly.
Yeah, she was also one of the producers of it as well. The main cast, as far as like the two sisters, are Cara Young and Mallory Johnson. I'm saying Mallory, it's probably Mallory. The way it's spelled, it just Mallory makes more sense to me. Anyways, I think they did a fantastic job.
They did.
And the side note, them being twins is so that was the part that got
They're
me. Not even
fraternal
with
as hell.
Mhm.
with them
Not-
and with the brothers. I
yeah,
was like,
not even the same height,
I was wondering
nothing.
if that was like intentional.
right. The height
Mm,
difference is what I'm like, okay,
yeah.
It felt
interesting.
very intentional because I'm just like they clearly don't look alike, but I
Mm-hmm.
watched a video that kind of broke it down and said and they kind of spoke about like the director said that whenever they were trying to cast the twins, basically like people whenever they were trying different people out, they were like kind of out acting each other or like taking some people were taking over space and those
Mm-hmm.
two were the only ones where they were actually like doing the twin thing. Like they were actually
Matching each other's
matching
energy.
exactly. So it's
I
like
love that.
yeah.
That makes sense. I feel like I could sacrifice a bit of realism for a good performance, especially in
Yeah.
like a movie that's not really heavily
Realistic.
realist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at all.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of there's some absurdities I feel like in the film. Like with Erica Alexander and the way that she is like, she's like waiting for this man for however long and then you go into
Mhm.
the church and people are all just like acting a very specific way. Like the film is kind of absurd. It's very interesting.
Yeah, like very much played up. But I had seen that someone that she said that um she was inspired by like Quentin Tarantino and Kill Bill and like those are very like
Ooh, that is a
A man
right.
great
that like to write in
I was like, I
reference.
see it. Well, I didn't notice that when I watched that, I'll be honest. But when I
Neither
read
did
that, I was like,
I.
wait, yeah, I see it. I'm personally, I'm not a huge Tarantino fan, but I think she did it better. No shade, but
Oh,
yeah.
actually, yeah,
I
like why don't you like Quentin Tarantino?
That is a tangent I will go on briefly, and I know I'm gonna be jumped for this, but I think he's very like a skilled filmmaker,
hmm
but some of his stuff to me feels a bit overly indulgent sometimes,
hmm
and his
mm,
personality is shining through, and I don't
hmm
like his personality. Like
Real.
oh,
like his interviews and stuff, I'm just like, ugh. Like, and I also feel like he's a bit too comfortable in black business
hmm
sometimes.
hmm
Just a bit too.
oh,
So
Yeah.
oh,
I'm not saying
wow.
he's not skilled. Of course he is, but
Mhm.
I'm just not a huge fan of his movies,
That's
like
real.
just personal taste thing more than anything else.
Period.
Wow. I didn't know this, but okay, wait. So real quick, sorry. So Kill Bill, like, are you
I
like,
like Kill Bill, but maybe not as much as most people like Kill Bill. Like it's
Mm.
not like
okay,
one of my top movies.
okay, that's fair because I like Kill Bill. I like
You're
Kill Bill a
valid. You're
lot.
valid. I'm not hating on Kill
But
Bill.
I don't know about that man. See, this is where like my disconnect is with film. Like I don't know anything
To be
below the
fair,
surface,
his
I feel.
personality probably like some might say you shouldn't mind the personality of the person making it. Like you should just meet the piece of art where it's at. And
Hmm.
if it speaks to you, it speaks to you. And I kind of do believe that.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, bias has colored my vision. Like
That's
Okay.
fair.
they got me. I unfortunately. And then his later stuff, like I like his some of his earlier stuff, like like Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I went and saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when it came out, and I
Hmm.
really did not like that movie. Like, I did
Valid.
not like
Hmm.
at
Hmm.
all. Like his other stuff, it's like, okay, I don't like you, but you kind of ate that. But with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was like, oh brother, and
So what
yeah.
parts, I guess, of the like film is a reference to his style?
Kill Bill's like a revenge movie.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's that first of all,
Okay.
and then it's very like how you say like played up
Mm,
absurdism, like it doesn't feel realistic, like the dialogue is like almost like dramatic to a point that it doesn't feel real, and like there's
mm,
lots of bright colors,
mm,
and it's almost goofy isn't the right word because it's
Oh.
serious, like
mm,
it's clearly like not trying to be total comedy unserious type of thing, but it's like yeah, I would say sensationalized is the best way that I could put it. Like very
Mm.
face, flashy, played up, not absurd is the perfect word. Like you
mm.
ate when you said that.
And then the Greek tragedy element, that it's a tragedy, so some everybody gonna die at the end, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
Gotcha.
yeah. Like, well, the ending's gonna be sad, even if there's survivors.
Yeah.
And there's like a structure in Greek plays where there's like a chorus. So it's like people in the background who are commenting on things as it happens,
Mm,
which
Hmm.
wasn't throughout the film, but like when the mom was telling the story of how she was burned alive in the beginning,
mm,
there's women that are braiding her hair.
mm.
Love that scene.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was great. The sounds were so pleasing to the
Oh,
ear. I was like, I'm getting ASMR
I
in
said
the
this is
theater.
exactly what I want
Yeah, that
to
was very
hear.
pleasing. Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear your audio opinion on that actually, because I was
Mm.
like really liking the sound design, but I'm not an
Yeah, the
audiophile.
soundtrack was also pretty good.
Well, yes. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get into that.
Mm.
We're gonna continue with the facts, but thank you, Mo. That
Yeah.
was a great, that was a lovely breakdown. Kill Bill reference. I enjoyed that because I did see that. Or after you saying that, I'm like, oh, that is very valid. Okay, let me continue with the fact real quick. Okay. Some of the guest stars, as we all know, Vivica A. Fox. I
Hmm.
did not know that was
I knew
I knew
immediately.
I knew that was Viv. I knew it when they went to the flashback,
Mm.
but when we initially saw her, I didn't know who that was. And I was
Yeah.
like, who's ever playing this is doing a
It's Vivka.
phenomenal job. And then they did the
Gosh,
flashback. I was like, oh wow, obviously. We got Sterling K. Brown as the father. I knew it was him based off his lips alone for some
yeah,
reason.
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, I was like,
That
Immediately.
smile.
I was like,
Yeah,
yes,
we know
he
who
was
you
so
are.
good. He was very unnerving. Like he made me
Yeah.
nervous when he was on screen.
that
He's
is the
an
perfect word.
excellent actor.
What else has he played in,
Exceptional.
real quick?
He's
This
in
is
This Is
Us.
Us,
What's that show? Paradise.
Paradise. There's
Um,
something else I've
I
seen
couldn't
him
get into
in.
it because it just gave US aganda. It just
US.
gave propaganda. But aside from that, like I think This Is Us is the biggest thing that I knew him from. He was also
Okay,
in that show, that movie with Regina Hall, uh,
okay.
where he was like a gay preacher. He was DL.
Am I
Oh,
thinking wait, I haven't seen this.
no, that's my movie. Stop, Honk for Jesus.
Honk for Jesus, yes.
Oh, Hump for Jesus.
Yes.
Yes,
Why when I when I heard he was DL, I was thinking this was gonna be some like intense drama.
I've
Like
cried. No.
no,
No, yeah,
that
he
is
was DL.
interesting movie. Yeah, very unnerving. I love that word for him because what the fuck. So yeah, he's another one. And then we have Janelle Monáe
Janelle Monáe for 3 seconds.
ugh, her
for
mind.
three. I didn't know how to feel about that.
But that's kind of her thing though.
Yeah, she pops in and she always picks like a really good, like she was in Moonlight too, where she was just like she played like a side character.
And
Yeah.
she's just so good though. I really thought I was gonna get more out of her this time around, but
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had thoughts on
fortunately.
like her character too. Like
Mm.
I just felt like, well, I don't want to derail the. Let's get the facts
Yeah,
out.
we'll get the facts, and then
I
we'll
keep going on
and then we'll kind of
tangent.
go into like the story. We'll go into the
Yeah.
characters and all that stuff.
Okay, well, we have Erica Alexander, of course. Another just like this was a star-studded cast
It
in
Yeah.
my
was.
opinion. Like
It
Yes.
that
was.
was love that scene too. Hilarious. Sorry, she just does a great job.
She's
Yeah.
great.
Um,
Her
yeah, and
eating
then
ribs.
like literally and then Justin Ross, as we know,
Mm,
as we said in the beginning,
mm.
up and coming, Pledge
Rapper.
Allegiance, go stream, 10 out of 10.
No, I need to be a
Ballroom.
fan.
Ballroom down.
Hmm.
So the budget for this film, does anybody want to take a guess? Does anybody
Let me
know?
guess. Not big, but not little,
Okay.
but big.
I'm gonna say
Mm,
single digit millions,
A million, a million,
like
a
one to
million.
nine. It's a wide range.
you know, single digit millions.
I'm gonna say
Okay, you're
triple digit
close.
billions.
They wish it was triple digit billions.
I need
That's what
triple
that
digit
Michael Jackson
millions.
movie brought
No,
in.
that was
A billion.
absurd to hear the budget.
Wait, there
Hmm.
was $1 billion budget movie?
No, it's a
Oh,
$155 million
oh,
budget
wow,
to
yeah,
200 million-dollar budget. This one,
wow.
12 million though. So
Okay.
Mo was kind of close. Shay,
Okay.
I don't know where you landed in that, but somewhere. And they so far have recouped a third of that. So
Get in the theater, y'all. What's wrong with you?
no, literally,
It's not
and
in the theaters anymore, is
it's
it?
not in theaters anymore. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
It's
like,
actually true. It wasn't showing for very long.
I think the last
I
day was May 28th.
But to be
literally
fair, they usually pick how long they're going to show something based off the numbers for the first weekend. So if people are not showing
Mm.
up a lot the first weekend, they usually pull it.
but the
Racism.
first weekend, or should I say week? Sorry. My source that I usually have, I don't have it up with me. But sometime within that first box office weekend, that's when they recouped half of their now gross. So like 2 million.
Dang.
So that's why I'm like, okay, so y'all, okay, maybe that isn't enough. 2 million out of 12. Maybe that isn't enough.
It's a
Damn.
small opening, but it's not that small. Like people, I mean, it's kind of, it's also, there's two movies like blowing up the box office right now too. So they also
Yes.
had
Which one's Backrooms?
Backrooms and Obsession,
I'm gonna say
which are
Backshots.
really, really well right now. Backshot. Um, yeah, so this competition is kind of stiff, to be fair, but
Damn,
that's
the
annoying.
horror
Like,
film's coming up,
yeah, they
coming back
are. They
up.
were good, but dang, come on, y'all.
No,
Get in the
no, not because
theater.
that makes me think like maybe if they chose a different time
Mhm.
of the year. Who said Halloween? Nobody said Halloween. All right, sorry.
This is
That would be kind of
Halloween.
iconic. I
Okay.
also felt like
Um,
the promo wasn't very good. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't
yeah.
as heavily promoted as it
Mm-mm.
should have been. And personally, I when I watched the trailer, I was like, I don't know. Like the
Mm,
trailer to
Literally,
me
I don't know.
didn't give
yeah.
what the when I watched the movie, I was like, wow, that was really good. The
Mm.
trailer, I was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna support. And then the movie, I was like, oh, that was actually really good. Like,
I
Okay.
agree. I agree. The promo when I saw it or when I remember seeing it was it felt like, and this is no shade to Insecure at all, because I love
no,
Insecure
it
down, but
it
it gave
did.
me it gave me Insecure vibes, and it's like as much as I
Millennial.
love Insecure, lit
I would
Millennials
say the
millennial,
aesthetics
now,
of the
and then
film
that's
is
when it
very,
came.
it's very Pinterest board
Yes,
millennial.
yes.
yes, t-shirt, you know,
I was
like
like, okay, y'all got it. But what I got
Hmm.
was something grander, which I
Mm.
appreciative of. So yeah, they're I don't know if they're gonna hit that budget and
Mm.
recoup that back. But I also don't know how any of this goes. Like I don't know if once it hits streaming and then do they start getting like do
Yeah.
they sign a I have no idea.
Part of me is like, is also like, well, racism.
Well, yes.
Like
yes.
it is a black film, and I feel like, I mean, from what I see, which I don't see a lot, but it's a lot of black people going to see the film, and it's not a lot of us compared
Yes.
to the majority. Um, So I think it's just very interesting. I
Yeah.
wonder if that plays a part.
120% played a part. Like, I feel like people, especially, and it marketed itself as a very black movie. So, black people obviously are going to show up, but everybody else is like anti-black.
No, seriously.
Truly.
Well, that's all I have for the facts. Not much, but something.
Thank you for
So
Hey,
collecting those.
yeah, that was some really good facts.
you're more than
So
welcome.
now I'm curious to just kind of get into the actual like film. Like, was there anything that like to y'all that stood out? Like, I know we kind of talked about like that scene where we first are introduced to the mom and she's getting her hair braided. We hear the clickety clack.
Mhm.
Um, there's so I know that was something that I feel like stood out sonically at the very least. I feel like for me, it was the acting, personally. The acting I
Mm,
felt like was really good, like the juxtaposition between the sisters, but also how one sister, even though she's like shy and timid or more emotional, she also will stand up for her sister if somebody fucks with her sister type shit.
Mhm.
So it's like they're pretty much the same person. Um, but yeah, I'm curious if there's like anything that stood out to y'all about the film or like basically what did you like, what did you not like?
mm. Oh, I am gonna have to think on that. So if anybody wants to
I
go
could go. I
ahead of
could
me.
go.
Hmm.
I like there was a lot that I liked about it. I liked the absurdism and that it
Hmm.
felt like I think I saw it described as a modern day myth, and I was like, yeah, that's
Hmm.
really what it felt like.
Hmm.
Um,
Can you
I
explain what that means, like a modern day myth?
Yeah, like it felt like you know the old stories that they tell that were passed through oral
Mm,
tradition,
mm,
and they're very like fantastical, and it would be
mm.
like the gods came down and told you to do
Yeah.
this and that. It felt like they were tapping into that, but it was very much still in the modern world.
Hmm.
So like them calling their mother God and always referring to her like that, I feel like they
Hmm.
were emphasizing like they were it was
Mm-hmm.
so many times they were like God told us to do this. I
Hmm.
was like, okay, we get it. Your mom
Mm-hmm.
Is
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 God.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
we are with you. But I liked that. Like I felt like it yeah, it was well done, and it was very unique and fresh, I guess,
Hmm.
for lack of a better word. And then I also really liked the acting. I thought the acting was great. The
Hmm.
writing obviously was great. Um yeah, there were a couple. I thought also the character building was really good between the sisters, their
Mm-hmm.
relationship, the complexity of it, their different personalities, how, and I feel like there were a lot of things that were explored too, like with that relationship. With
Hmm.
like, there's like desirability with one sister
Hmm.
whose face wasn't burned, the other sister whose face is burned, and how that impacted their experiences and their personalities. I feel like they tapped into like classism because low key it gave that the dad was burning them for upward mobility, like he
Hmm.
Yes.
got rid of them and then he went so he could go live his bougie boat shoe life, California.
Hmm.
And then like heavy topics like black femicide,
Hmm.
which is very prevalent, misogynoir. Like I felt like so much was explored, and
Hmm.
it wasn't too heavy handed with it. Like it
Hmm.
was, and then it allowed for like really nuanced characters that are not all good, all bad either. Like,
Hmm.
so those are the things I liked. I could say the things I don't like for later if you
You
want
know, I mean, it's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's interesting that you say that. It's like how many different things it touched on, but like for at least from my perspective, it's like unfortunately these things are I don't want to say common, but like it's nothing like new or out of the ordinary,
Hmm.
unfortunately. So that's why I'm like, damn, like when you list it out just like that, I'm like, wow, that actually is a lot.
Hmm.
And they did such a like, and that just makes me think like they did such a good job at like flowing through the story and then being able to tie everything in one by one and like throughout it all the way until the end. I'm just like,
Hmm.
God damn, okay.
Yeah.
Alicia,
Hmm.
You ate that, Alicia. And not a
you need
single,
to.
every single person in the film was black. There was
Yeah.
no
There was
there's not even a side character, a background character,
Hmm.
nothing that wasn't black. And I was
And
like,
it's like, is
Yeah.
it that hard? No.
truly, right? I'm like, so
Like
let's do it again.
again and again and again and again. Like,
So I like that you brought up the exploration of like femicide, especially within the film. I think I saw something where someone was talking about like this idea of like I don't know if it was the director who was thinking about it when she wrote the film or what, but basically thinking about this idea of like getting there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Not payback, but essentially getting a lot of people have experiences with their fathers that they don't necessarily get to atone for, essentially,
Mm.
because I feel like, especially when you think about just black people and specifically in their case, black Southerners, and just being, I don't know, when you think about like the rates of just like domestic violence between like black men and women and or yes, I think it's just it's a very interesting that and like the patriarchy and all that other stuff. I feel like it's a very interesting topic. Um, and I feel like the way that the film addresses it is also very interesting. Is there any like can you say more about like what I guess stood out to you in that realm in the film? And then also can you talk more about like the concept of like this upward mobility? Because yeah, like how did he literally just burn his kids and his like wife and then he went to what he did he like change his identity or something?
I don't even think he did
I
that.
don't think he did.
He went to court and he got off on
That's what
Okay.
I
probation.
was sorry. I don't
He
like
cut his
I
lawyer's tongue out and shit and just got to live
Yeah, he
his
said
life.
don't.
yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, so how are I at first was thinking like maybe something happened with the lawyer settlement, something, because I'm like, where are you getting how all of a sudden you're going from this small town in Louisiana to now this like out in California in this a state.
Right.
What is it called? When you're just in the middle of
Mansion.
like in the middle of
Oh,
Yeah.
nowhere. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was not confused about it, but I was curious about how he came about that. But truthfully, I don't think I care as long as
yeah.
he's
I'm like,
dead.
yeah. I didn't actually think about because I was like, at first, I was like, oh, like he got off. But then I'm like, now that you just said that, I'm like, why did he cut out the lawyer's tongue? Because once
Mhm.
you've gone to court and you've been found innocent
Mhm.
on something, even if 50,000 tons of evidence come out, they
Mhm.
can't, like, it's double jeopardy. They can't charge you
Mhm.
again. So why would he need to cut
Guess
out
he's
the
just
lawyer's
evil.
tongue? But
I
yeah,
feel like that was his whole thing. Is like he's just evil. And I
yeah,
thought something that was very interesting whenever at the end, whenever what's her name? Anaya or something?
Anaya, yeah.
Whenever she asked him like why did you do it? He's just like because she didn't hold me.
Yeah, that part
And
Was he?
was
that was very interesting to
crazy.
me.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, he's like she didn't hold me.
I thought, okay, maybe I'm sorry. Y'all just recently watched it. I thought he said because she didn't let him hold her,
Yeah.
as in the baby.
Oh no, he meant her as in the mother. Like she wasn't
Oh.
giving him access to her body, basically.
Mm,
He felt
Oh.
rejected. Like she left him.
mm,
I guess he was beating
Mm.
her. She left him. She got a restraining order, and he
mm,
was like, "You can't leave me. Like if I can't have you, basically, you're gonna die, and
yeah,
the kid's gonna die too because I don't care about them."
yeah,
Sick. And then all his excuse was like, "Oh, I was a young man that made stupid
yeah.
mistakes."
But stupid mistake, you're a murderer.
You're
Literally.
and I really liked that because that's so real. Like
Yeah,
I feel like, we all are human. Even
yeah,
people who do despicable things are human, but you being human does not excuse you
no,
doing that to somebody, and you still have to have consequences for
yeah,
your actions. And I feel like that's like such a big thing of like
mm-hmm,
abuse culture, like
mm-hmm,
excusing abusers when they do horrific shit like this. It's like,
Mm.
well, it was hard for me and
yeah,
da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, but you just made it really hard for other people and they're
yeah,
gonna be
Yeah.
mad at you just like you're mad at whoever made it hard for you. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
you're still
Mm.
weird, like
yeah.
to say the least.
Okay. Sorry. I
Um,
know I got us off track, but I don't know if that quite answered the upward mobility-ness
yeah,
of
we're talking
it.
about like just the concept of like femicide, and then also
Okay, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
thinking
still on
about
track. Yeah,
yeah,
because
thinking about
misogyny is the root of it, like how he's
hmm
able to do
Well,
art.
yes.
yeah,
And he's hopping. It wasn't clear to me if he went to California and made the money or if he married up, like if he married her like somebody wealthier so that he could
mm,
get access to her wealth. I wasn't really sure, but maybe
mm,
they didn't really make that clear, so
mm-mm.
we don't need to know,
They
I guess.
I don't think
didn't.
so.
And those are his kids with her
Yes.
biologically,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
assume, too.
and he
I
stopped
don't
at the
know.
church.
But he had another kid too with
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Erica Alexander's character. So it's interesting because most of his kids died.
Mhm.
Because or
That
no,
boy didn't
he
die.
didn't. Then he didn't. They just locked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was about to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah, like half of his kids die about, yeah. But he sees them as like his legacy. I thought he was just such a good representation of like that specific form of like misogyny. He's like,
Mm,
my kids are
Oh,
my
yes.
legacy. Like they're gonna be this. He valued his like twins,
Yeah.
his twin boys, because he was like they're gonna be somebody,
yeah.
and everybody
I
else you could just die. I don't really care. They're
And I
just
wonder.
right.
gonna be
So,
my legacy.
but I think that's interesting because I'm like, does that mean that he valued them more because they're boys
Not even because
versus?
the other one was a boy too.
That's what I was thinking
It's
too.
because they have like he saw that they were going to be successful by like that metric of success. Like they're from
Mm,
a wealthy
yeah.
family, like they have a nice house. They're probably going to get big time jobs or whatever the fuck.
Okay, just to because this is could be another thing I misheard. But I thought, okay, if you guys remember the scene in the end where him and the taller twin
Hmm.
are having that back and forth, and he was like, "You killed," or he was like, he said something like, "The smart one was
Hmm.
gonna be something."
Yeah,
Like as in one of the twins that was like smarter. I couldn't understand who he was referring to. I assume it was the shorter
I
Hmm.
think it was
male
a shorter
twin
one.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was a shorter
Um,
one.
so I guess I'm just kind of like, well, yeah, like you guys said, like coming from a obviously better off environment surrounded by privilege of financial privilege, two-parent household, I assume.
Hmm.
Um, but one of them's bound to be something. So I don't know. I guess so. But why was his legacy that important?
I feel like
Like
it's
I
like an
just
ego thing. I've noticed that. I feel like misogynistic men like they see their family, like their nuclear family, as like their property. Their wife is like their source of like, sexual gratification, intimacy, whatever,
mm,
their household labor, child rearing, and then the children are their legacy. Like I've heard that word used so many times by like that genre of man where it's like they see their kid as an extension of themselves. Like when I die, like you're gonna carry my name on and you're gonna be, the next me. You're gonna immortalize me with
Hmm.
my legacy.
it's like, but like, do y'all not know his name to know what this man has done? Like,
I'm saying it
that's
But
makes
what
no
I'm like.
sense because your legacy is a legacy of violence and destruction. Like you really
yeah.
left a trail across the United States of
Yeah.
people in
Literally.
pain.
But his wife thought like his kids were dead because whenever sh
Yeah.
she was like, "I thought y'all were dead." So it's
Yeah.
giving like he just lied,
Mhm.
Well,
and was able
yes.
to recreate a life for himself. But one thing I think was interesting in the film that we kind of talked about Mo afterwards was this concept of like basically going back to the twins. One of them being like the stronger, more like angry, you know, and they touch on this in the film. Like they talk about
Mm-hmm.
how, and kind of like what you talked about with desirability, how basically the twin that did not have the facial burns, how she was able to kind of step up and be the anger or express the anger that her twin was not able to express because of how people perceived her. So I thought that was very interesting. But where was I going with this? I'm losing my thought. Yes. But yeah, oh
Yes.
yeah, thinking about like just the ways in which like the ending scene. I don't know if we want to jump all the way to the ending, but just think about the ending and how they kind of, I guess, prepared us for the ending and how like they had this big kind of battle, I guess, between the father and the twin that is like emotional. They talk about her being emotional throughout the entire film. They talk about her being like, the mom didn't write her because they knew she would be too emotional, and it's just kind of like a build up to her, essentially being the person to take down their dad. Um, but at the same time, there's a consequence to that you didn't agree with. Do you want to talk more about it?
Yes. For me, the ending is the one part that, like, the biggest issue that I have with the movie. like the very ending.
Hmm.
I felt like, first of all, I felt like it was really abrupt.
Hmm.
Like it was like,
Yeah.
boom, it's over. And I was like, wait, hold on. We gonna go back to the mom? Like, what's going on? Like, it's
Yeah,
over?
I
Like,
feel like
that's
there
it.
was some.
Then they killed the sister, and
Hmm.
I feel, I mean, I'm happy I'm talking about this with y'all because I actually, let's discuss,
Yeah.
please, because I don't have a
Hmm.
solid thought on this.
For context, if you're not gonna watch the film and you don't care about
Oh,
spoilers,
true.
the twin that is killed is
Racine.
Racine. So she's the one. She's the shorter one. She's the one that's very like, like, yeah, we gonna kill our dad. Like she's that
A lot
twin.
of fire in that one.
And I think it's interesting
Mm-hmm.
too because she's compared to their father and they died
Mm-hmm.
together.
Yeah, and she said,
In the fire.
Yeah.
yes. And she was like, I'm my father's child.
Yeah. And
Like,
people say that like the lawyer was like, I could see him in you. Like I feel like they kind of hint
Ah,
towards that to an extent.
the movie did that a lot,
And
which I
she even says it
appreciated.
herself.
Yeah, like it does a lot of callbacks to earlier scenes to where when we saw it later, I was like, oh, so that's what they meant by that. Oh, I
Hmm.
appreciated that a lot. That was just a little
and
tidbit.
the plants in the seed too, when
Hmm.
Anaya, the quieter twin with the facial burns,
Hmm.
she's talking to the shorter twin of the boys, and she's like, do you ever feel like your twin is
Hmm.
like almost overpowering you,
Hmm.
like happy that you are lower and more subdued so that he could shine more. It was kind of
Hmm.
giving there's an imbalance because they're kind of like a yin yang type of
Yeah.
situation. But it's on her end, it seems like she was feeling imbalanced. So then it felt like at the end they killed Racine
Hmm.
to like give her the
Her
fullness of
balance.
her life experience, like without her twin like overshadowing her. But
Hmm.
that kind of bothered me because I felt like because I would get irritated in the movie sometimes because I felt like what I appreciate about it is how like nuanced they allow the characters to be, like not all good, not all bad.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
felt like with all the kills they did, they would have the person killed do something really shitty right before they die, as if to be like it's okay that we're killing them, like as if
Hmm.
to placate the audience and be like for Janelle Monae's character. At
Hmm.
first, I'm like, this is a very gray situation.
Hmm.
Obviously, she's had a nicer life.
Hmm.
She's very privileged. She's very wealthy. And she's been living with their father. Like, the anger that they feel towards her is totally justified. And
Hmm.
she's being insensitive. Like, she
Hmm.
knows who they are. She sees the burns of everything. She's realizing her husband had children that he,
Hmm.
abandoned. And now, but instead of like being like, oh my God, like,
Yeah,
and
she
she knows how her
Hmm.
husband is too, because he'd be
hmm
beating her.
she was leaving him.
Yeah. So instead of that, she's very focused on, I just need to get out of here.
She's
But
like,
at
you
the
hood
same time,
rats.
yeah, she's like, "Ah, get out of my way."
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get her because you're fleeing your abusive husband and
Yeah.
you're like, please get out of the way quickly so that
Hmm.
I can escape. So I was like, okay, this is a very, morally ambiguous type of situation where
Hmm.
I can see both sides. But then they have her spit in their face
Yeah.
and then they kill her. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yes, that makes the audience feel it's a bit more justified too.
Yeah.
And I feel like they did that. Like, they did that with the other twin,
Hmm.
where it's like he could be somebody who could tell what you did. He could be a witness.
Yeah. But then he
Hmm.
turns evil like right
Yeah,
before he's
but
about
the
to
last
die.
second he starts choking Anaya
And
out,
I,
who
yeah.
was his ally. And then that makes it an easy choice to kill him. So a lot of times I was like, oh, I thought what they were trying to do was say, like, deconstruct the angry black woman stereotype by saying,
Hmm.
yeah, Racine may seem like she's being overly indulgent in this violence,
Hmm.
but she's justified because
Yeah.
these people are,
Evil.
evil or
Yeah.
wrong. But then in the end, it feels like the narrative almost punished her for
Hmm.
doing that and for reveling in the
Yes.
violence so much and basically saying like she was too happy to do this, so she got to
Hmm.
die too, just like her dad.
Yep.
And
She's
I
her
was
dad.
like, I don't know. Like, you
Yeah.
already sold me. I was happy to be here with the morally ambiguous Racine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But then you kind of twisted me. So I was kind of like, actually, she's right. And then you killed her. Like, that's where my issue is. But what do
Yeah.
y'all think? Because that's where I'm kind of like,
Well,
Hmm.
I don't think I have much to say after that. But that
Sorry,
kind
words
of
vomit.
no, that was great. I'm literally like from a surface level. I'm like, why did they kill her? Had me
Yeah.
all anxious in the movie theater. I felt like I wasn't breathing the whole last 5 minutes of it.
Oh,
It did go it a lot. It all happened very
Very fast.
fast,
Yeah.
and um. I feel like I've been whiplashed.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's the correct word for that, but it's just like, yeah, dying in the fire. Dying in the fire with your father. And then her sister. What is her sister's name again? Not Racine, but
Anaya.
Anaya.
Anaya. Standing outside for probably what, 8 hours, waiting to
Hmm.
check to see.
If
Not,
she
I don't.
survived.
Yeah, till she survives, and then like giving herself a count off to walk away.
Yeah.
And then jump into her holding the baby in a
Yeah.
field, and kind of like her breakdown, in which I guess made it seem like she was happy.
She
I
found
don't
her
know.
balance.
It was giving like Shay, I'm
Right.
free.
Right. It really
Yeah.
gave I'm free. And I'm like,
I felt like it was very, like you said, Mo, I felt like it was very abrupt. Um, it was just kind of like it kind of almost felt unnecessary. Like I felt like it would have been very interesting, but I understand, of course, going. I feel like if it was a tragedy, they should have both been dead. But aside from that, like,
mm.
Or they should have made it feel more like a tragedy because at times it
hmm
was kind of like, but this is what had to happen. I was like, was it?
Well, what it wasn't. Actually, we
yeah,
didn't even have to get that far, if we're
Yeah.
being
yeah.
honest.
I feel like I've also would have. I was curious as to like what would the mother's reaction would have been. I feel like if they would have did a callback to the mom, I felt like that was
Hmm.
kind of, and maybe look. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the whole thing about the mother being God was kind of confusing to me. Like I don't really know if I understood
Mm.
it, especially with the way that it ended. Like aside from it just being like a direct um call out or direct metaphor to like what were you saying, like Greek gods or whatever? I don't know if that's the
Hmm.
Oh
same
yeah,
thing
yeah, like
or if I'm thinking of
myth.
a myth, sorry. Yeah, like I don't know if it was like that, but I thought that was, I don't know, I guess it would have been interesting to see because we also don't know. The mom was dying. So we
Yeah.
know that she was about to die, but we don't know if she died. We don't know if um like if she received the news and then felt peace to die, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that would have been also maybe to see her reaction to one of her children like dying. I feel like would have been a little bit more fulfilling for me. I think, yeah, like I guess in movies, when they gotta keep you on your toes, like I guess like okay, yeah, she died,
Yeah.
but kind of like similar to what you said, Mo, in terms of like the ways that they presented deaths and people kind of like almost asking for their death was very interesting, compared to how she died, where it's just like their dad's just evil as shit and he's like I can't die alone, so I'm taking you with me. I definitely thought it was a direct kind of what I said earlier. It definitely kind of feels like it was like a direct call to her being her dad.
Mm.
Even her saying like we come from a father who tried to kill us and a mother who wants to kill him, so it's
Like killing
like
is in us. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like I feel like that was just kind of them kind of wrapping up this like connection between Racine and their father, even though Racine is very like out to get him, even though she's very like
Mm,
anti him. She's even compared to her sister, she was the only one
Yeah.
that was actually like encouraging this.
Yeah.
Whereas Anaya was like, I don't think we should be doing this. We're not no killers.
mm,
And she's
Yeah.
like, yes, we come from a killer and we come from somebody that wants to kill him. So we are killers. So I thought that was very interesting. Um, and then who's the one who actually kills him? I think it was it Anaya?
it was both of them,
It was both of them when
cause
they
in
said
that, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, when they Anaya came with the well Anaya is the one that came with the alcohol.
Okay.
Mm,
So I guess it was technically her idea to burn him in the
Yeah.
tub.
mm,
Also,
Um,
them like beating him with a stone
mm.
when they mentioned like stoning him. That
yeah,
was very interesting.
Yeah,
that
but
rock sock.
Yeah.
yes, I was like, it's. I didn't see anything about this online, but I was like, why am I getting Cain and Abel energies? Like,
Mm-hmm.
do y'all know that Bible story? I haven't read it in a long time, so.
Mm-mm.
But basically, Adam and Eve's first children were Cain and
Mm-hmm.
Abel, and I think Cain was a farmer and Abel was a shepherd,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to give offerings to God. God rejected Cain's offerings for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
and Cain got jealous and he committed the first murder by hitting his brother Abel over the head with a stone and killed him.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I
Oh
was like, is that
wow.
I was like, I'm picking up, but I didn't
I
see
can
nobody
see.
talking about it when I looked it
Yeah.
up. But I was like, I
Well,
see
I
it.
see now. You see.
Yeah, we
I
see.
like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I thought originally, I mean, I thought the film was a lot of, I was wondering if there was just like a lot of religious references throughout the film, like the brother being named Ezekiel,
Yes.
the white, the, I guess she was like the mistress or whatever, the pastor, yeah, Erica Alexander being a pastor. Um, that was very interesting. I mean, their mom being God. Um, yeah, stuff like that.
Also, y'all, I'm sitting on a bad boy piece of information, no lie.
But serious.
Because I read the end of the play.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
at the end of the play, she does go back to her mom.
See,
Yes.
So
and I,
they
She
yeah.
goes back to
so
her mom, and her
they
mom
cheated her.
says, she says they're both dead. And her mom says, like, I knew you, I should have known you would be the one to live because you were the one who was trying the hardest to save me from the fire. So you have that fight
Mm,
in you. And then also when her sister was getting burned, her sister was like, help me, help me. And she was like, I can't. And she stepped back in the play. So it was very much giving like, I have to
like
choose
she
me. I gotta put
sacrificed.
me first.
She said, "I gotta put me first, Lucius."
Yeah, like that's what it
Um,
like she kind of tried to help, but like at a certain point she literally said to her sister, I can't.
But Loki,
but
her sister
maybe
was
it's
wilding.
also,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm also like, okay, maybe because both when they were young, and she's like, okay, Anaya was the one that
Got
has
burned in the
most of the
face.
exactly, and so she's the one that tried to help her mom the most. Maybe
Mhm.
when they were young, her sister was like, oh, I can't help you that much. I
Exact
can
that's
only
what it
put my
gave.
arm
Like it
Yeah.
out.
gave floop.
So now it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well,
Now
we're
she
back
gotta choose
here
herself.
again,
Yeah.
and I
Not
gotta
this
put me
time.
first,
But
Lucius.
and even in
Yeah.
the movie, like you see their dynamic because her sister's Loki like mean as fuck. She's like, "You a weak ass bitch."
Yeah. Oh,
I was like,
yes.
whoa.
She's Loki like, well, like just the way that she's talking to her, like talking down to her and kind of coercing her to literally commit a murder.
Yep.
Yes.
And then there's a point where she like breaks a promise that she made, which is no more killings, and she ended up killing their
And she definitely
brothers.
killed that nigga.
So it's like
Mhm.
it kind of makes sense that that would be their arc, I guess. Like she has to choose herself, but I think I wish they made us like the sister a little less. And I'm not saying that like she was super likable, but I feel like the twin connection thing, it kind of we empathize, at least for me, I felt like I empathize with both of them to an extent because they were both the victims of this. And although the
Hmm.
sister is like the one that's committing, I guess, a lot more acts of violence, and she's the one that's murdering niggas and stuff like that, I do feel like they didn't, I wish they would have made me like her less. If they
Mm.
wanted me to be like okay with, or maybe if there was a little bit less cohesion between
Between the
the
two.
twins, you know what I mean? A little bit more of a
Yeah.
dichotomy.
And you would have been if you're so you're saying if there was like kind of less of that cohesion, you would have been okay with the ending being like the way it
Yeah,
went.
yeah, because I'm like, yeah, fuck her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think it's like one tilt they're going was in service of the relationship, like
Mhm.
them focusing on like the deaths that Racine, the people Racine kills, like them making those deaths feel justified in whatever way.
Mm.
Like that was in service of the character arc for me.
Mhm.
Like that made sense because it's like, okay, now it's really complex because it's like
Mm.
she's doing bad shit, but
For a good
she's
cause.
doing it for a good cause
Hmm.
and da da da. But then I feel like maybe, and maybe this is my own stuff,
Hmm.
my own biases, but it's like I felt like it weakened the other through line of like the violence against the dad being justified, like
Hmm.
and not
Hmm.
demonizing that revenge. Like
Hmm.
I'm like in demonizing Racine
Mm.
in general.
Hmm.
I feel like you're also like that makes the character thing interesting,
Hmm.
but the message about
Hmm.
the revenge in general, I'm like it's like leaning into the like almost liberal like love is love.
Yeah.
Someone hurts you, you turn the other cheek. Like,
Hmm.
don't just because he burned you alive doesn't mean he
Doesn't mean you
deserves to
have to.
die. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that I can't get with because low key, he needed to go. Like,
Hmm.
he literally was unremorseful. He showed
Hmm.
time and time again he would do the same thing again. He did not value anybody's life
Hmm.
but his own. Like, he was. I'm sorry, like maybe that makes me crazy, but I'm like he kind of had to go. Like
Hmm.
from a movie perspective.
I don't
So
think it's kinda. He had to
he had to
go.
go.
He had to
Yeah,
go.
I'm not trying to be on no list,
He had to
but
go
Yeah.
let's see what Dr. Umar say. Some of y'all need to go to sleep for
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 good.
good.
good. For
Like,
good.
He's one
hmm,
of them.
Mhm.
So
no,
that's why I felt like
definitely.
those were in conflict with each other. Like I'm
Mhm.
like, if I turn off my brain to the violence
Mhm.
messaging, I'm like,
Well,
yeah,
then what does that say about
this is yeah,
right?
it's
Oh
like
my
like
gosh.
but the conflict is interesting too,
Yeah.
though. It's
And
fun.
maybe and honestly, maybe the film did what it needed to do because we're talking about it.
That's true.
Yeah, I was about to say like because I know you were like, oh, I wish there was less cohesion, so I could have liked the ending better. But I think, I mean, I guess purposefully done. I think that's they ended it that way because I felt like like when I was saying I felt like I couldn't breathe. Yeah, I felt this like weird attachment. I was just like, damn, like that's your sister, like that's your road dog, like that's who's icing your face, like who is. And I started to feel a little bit bad, but then when she popped up with the baby and then her little monologue speech at the end, I was like, I don't think you feel as bad as I do right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Because her
Yeah.
sister
and
Loki
yeah,
was taught like she called her a weak ass. Like it's like we forget that there's a whole part of the movie where she's like
Being
calling her
toxic and
a
stuff.
weak ass bitch. She's
That's
like
true.
and
But
because
I
she don't
feel
want to
like
kill.
even in an abusive, relationship like that, like if you were to call that abusive,
Mm,
I still feel like there would be more grief, and that's why I feel like the play ending
mm,
was better. Because she goes to her mom, she's like, "My sister's dead." Her mom's like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And she's like, "Are you serious? Like, my sister is dead." Like, he's like,
mm,
mhm.
"Are you not gagging right now? Because I am in shock."
mm,
And I feel like that emphasis like kind of made it like the bittersweetness of it. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, I felt like it was too much. It was so abrupt in the movie that I was like, girl, do you care? She's
mm.
just like, I got my baby by this man that won't even fuck me while looking me in the
Yeah.
face, and I'm happy. I don't need my sister. That's what it
She
gave.
said,
And
I
I was
have
like,
nothing but this
yeah,
baby.
like
I would, yeah,
their relationship wasn't all toxic. They had so many moments of like tenderness, love,
Hmm.
understanding, and they were
yeah.
partners in crime throughout life. So I'm
Hmm.
like, yeah, I just felt like it should have hurt a little more for her.
Hmm. Hmm. That
A
would have
part of
been
me makes me think that obviously there's a director's cut somewhere and I want to see it.
Same.
Because it low key gives like, okay, maybe we went over time with this and we gotta do
But
stitch
it's
it up
only
all nice
99
and
minutes. I'm
mm,
like,
I
it's like the
know,
2 hour
right?
movie era. Like, there's 2 hour movies dropping, I feel like every other
I
day. Like,
know, but that's why I'm like, I don't know what happened in that last 5 minutes, but I feel like it was probably longer than that.
yeah, you're probably
That's my
right.
hunch.
We
That's
need
my
to sit down with
hunch.
her. We need to have her on the podcast
No,
so that she
like,
can answer
hey,
what happened to the ending.
like, let's reach out and be like, can you just help us real quick?
I need to see
G-
that play.
Give us no, I need to see that play for real.
Same. I'm so interested how it is on stage. How did they do the
Uh,
twin telepathy? That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I loved those moments. Sound design wise, I thought that was just genius. I thought that they executed it very well. Um, and it just that was another thing that made me think like, I wonder how many different sound sorry. I wonder how many different like types of sounds they went through to find that perfect kind of like click noise of like, oh,
Mm,
this is two people speaking between each other because I thought that was perfect, honestly.
Yeah, it was
And then I feel like based off of crowd reaction, like when I was sitting in the theater, I feel like people were able to pick up on that very quickly. Like, oh, they're doing this thing that's like talked about amongst like people who are twins that have this twin telepathy. Um, yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
yeah.
can we talk about that scene at the end where they're the dad is kind of like lying essentially, and he's like, "You think I tried to kill you? That was your mom.
That was
She tried
ridiculous.
to kill you." But it's funny because it's like he really didn't think he was lying
Yeah.
because
He only
he spun the narrative in his head that like, yeah, she tried to kill you because I was only trying to kill her and she pulled y'all.
It
Like,
gives those deadbeats that are like, your mom's keeping us apart. And it's
yeah,
like,
yes.
you are deadbeat.
Yeah, no, literally, and that's just kind of the fact of the matter.
truly.
So.
It's so interesting because there was discourse online after the movie on Twitter, particularly where a lot of black men were saying that the movie demonized black men, and they were like, if that had been a woman, like y'all would be mad. And I was like, and and that is a woman.
If that
And
would
it's
have been
Y'all
a
need
on.
some
woman,
chapstick. Y'all
No.
tired of talking about the same, like literally we hear this all the fucking time. And that's never gonna make me think anything different. I don't care. Y'all
Mhm.
can feel demonized all you want.
Like
please.
misogyny is real, I fear. I'm so
Very
sorry.
real and
They
alive,
hate to admit it.
unfortunately.
I hate to see it.
Literally, people hate to live it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like the concept. I'm like, mind you, this type of stuff happens every day. It's not like the screw she just made it up out of nowhere and was like, what if there was a man who killed his wife and children? That
Oh,
literally
shut the
happens all the time. Like, and are they demonizing you? Go find them in real life and tell them
They said
that
she's trying to
they're
tear the black
demonizing
family apart.
you.
And this is
How dare
why.
she?
And y'all be saying black men are the weakest link. And I
But if it
just
was
can't.
a woman, y'all
But
would be
if this was a
silent.
woman, y'all would be. Save it,
I'm like, is that
please.
true? I don't know if that's true.
Really?
So you know what this brings me to, right?
What?
It reminds me of a movie. Have y'all seen Ma?
Cinema
Well,
history.
yes.
Of course, I've seen
Yes.
Ma.
Yeah.
What?
I saw that movie in theaters.
Oh my
Why?
gosh, I wish I had. I wish I had seen
Interesting.
it in theaters.
I don't know why I did that.
Real movie
I
Ma.
was late to seeing it. I saw it like for the first time a couple years ago.
Oh my
That movie
gosh.
was diabolical.
That was that was such a movie. I don't know how to
The
describe
first
it.
was she the first like black woman antagonist in a horror film?
I don't
No, it was
see.
probably um
Like, who was the first?
oh my God. What's that movie with
I'm trying to think.
um
Antagonist. Well, it depends. Would you? No, actually, that was after. Why?
what is her name?
Why am I struggling to think of one?
It's
Lynn
like when they said
Whitfield.
Latoya Jackson was the first Latoya in ever. Like
What?
I saw people saying
there's
that.
no Latoya older
That
than
there's
her.
never been a Latoya before her.
Think about it.
What would you guys consider a thin line between love and hate a horror movie?
I think that's more of a thriller.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Never mind then.
I
It
could
was
think of
Ma.
black antagonists in thrillers, but in a black woman antagonist in thrillers, but in horror, I'm struggling. But I think it definitely exists. I'm just struggling off the top of my head to think of one before Ma. I
And
know
you're claiming Ma as a horror and not a thriller?
that's definitely horror. It gave classic slasher, like,
Yeah.
well, not
Wait,
classic,
am
but
I
It was giving horror.
remembering this
Cause
movie
she's like
wrong?
chasing she's like killing kids and shit.
yeah,
Oh,
there's
She has
she
like
killed.
Jason.
Oh, she
the
did
end
kill.
Well
sequence where
she's
she starts stabbing and like she ties them, she changes up and puts their faces.
Yes, and she had the daughter in the room
Yes, and she
upstairs.
had them
Oh
yeah.
locked
my
up, and then the
All that
God,
girls
because they
like
bully
yes.
her. They parents bully her.
Yes.
Imagine your parents like a lot
I
like
don't want to.
but it's just like the
That's a
thought of
PCD
like
right there.
my parents like what are these people called? Like students, I mean
Alumni,
classmates, sorry.
yeah.
Right.
Classmates from like fucking 1980 whatever mad at you because your parent like bullied them. That's wild.
Well, why were y'all partying in her basement?
No,
Don't make
right.
me drink alone.
Don't make me drink alone.
Oh,
I'm
Mm.
scared.
I love that Bob.
Yes, great
yes.
That's a
Bob.
Bob?
I also say it's a mushroom, but yeah.
Octavia
That's
Spencer
what
knew
my
what she
that's what
was
my mom
doing.
would call it, I feel like.
A mushroom.
Yeah.
This is just funny because it's the
That's the
first time
name of the
I've heard
style.
of this.
Have
Um,
y'all
l-
seen? Oh,
Like a
sorry.
bob is like,
like coconut head, like from Nesdy
yeah,
Classified. That's a
that's a
mushroom.
bob. That's
Oh,
a
that's a
bob.
Bob.
Oh, the bob is rounded and the mushroom is straight.
A mushroom is like
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
like
I
Anderson
so
Paak when he
see.
so
had
I
the
would say
wig.
exactly.
I
So I would say maybe
see.
coconut head is a mushroom, but then a bob is kind of like Edna from The Incredibles.
Okay. So a mushroom is like a long bowl cut.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And it's kind of like
Yes.
curled,
Okay, I
like
see.
a mushroom.
That makes sense.
What were you about
Oh.
to say, Mo?
Oh, I was gonna
I'm
ask if
like, who are you looking at?
Right.
me?
Shit.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not here. I was gonna ask if y'all have seen Eve's Bayou.
Yes.
That's another.
No.
Well, it's also
That's
like
like
a
Southern
revenge movie,
Gothic.
kind of. But at
Mm.
the end, well, actually, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, so never
It's
mind.
Oh,
so
actually,
good.
this is on my watch list, so don't spoil it.
Okay, I'm not gonna say no
It's
more.
based in
Watch it.
Louisiana.
Yeah,
I could tell.
Hmm.
Bayou.
That movie scarred me as a child.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's
you really could. I feel like Eve's Bayou is kind of a very relevant film to talk about in with Is God Is because I
yeah.
feel like
That's
they
what I
have a
was gonna
very
say. They're like kind of like this.
yeah, like high
Mm.
key because they're both about this idea of like basically black women being abused and yeah by these men in their homes. Yeah, it's actually a very sad film.
You know what? If you want to spoil it, go ahead. But I
And it's
am gonna
also
watch
a
it.
revenge type film as well.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Well,
definitely watch because yeah, that I found the ending to Eve's Bayou to be more like I preferred that ending.
Mm,
Um,
I don't remember the ending, but yes, I
well, I'm
can
gonna watch it tonight. Hmm.
I
yes,
can
definitely.
assume it's with Journey Smollett and
Is she
Megan
young?
Good. Yeah,
Hmm.
both are.
Megan Good.
Yeah, they're both kids. And
Okay.
I forgot her name, but the person you mentioned in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate,
Oh,
the
Lynn Whitfield. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
she
yeah.
she plays their mom.
Oh, okay.
There's some magic in there. There's some
I should rewatch it. I
hoodoo.
haven't seen that in a long time, like a really long time.
Yeah, let me know when you watch it, cause I'm
Okay.
It's giving watch party tonight.
hell yeah,
Yes.
yeah, cause yeah, honestly, Eve's Bayou is a perfect reference. Honestly, wow,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, does
Well,
anybody else have anything else to add about this
well,
lovely film?
yeah,
We gotta collectively rate it. We have to
yeah. I would
give
say,
our ratings.
yeah. Let's do a rating out of 5, or do we normally do 10? I don't remember.
I have my 5 rating. I have a 10 rating in mind. How do that's too precise for me right now.
Let's do 5 for now.
Oh, guys, real quick. Just
What's
a
up?
couple sound notes that I did like
Oh
just from
yes,
seeing a
I
couple
wanted to
scenes. I just thought
hear.
about it.
What's
Um, the walkthrough with well, basically the starting scene with Vivica A. Fox. Yeah, starting scene with Vivica A. Fox. As I said, well done, well executed. I felt like throughout the film though, it had a lot of moments of I don't know if stillness is the word, but kind of like it felt like I was breathing there with them. Don't know how
Mm,
mm,
exactly to describe that, but the scene I could best like reference that to was when we do the flashback with Vivica A and we're walking through the house with her. I also love the way they did that and shot that and have her saying her lines like as she like her lines are the story. I
mm-hmm.
don't
mm,
know what that's called if there is even a term for it, but like I thought that was I love that.
that was
Yeah, like
Um
she's narrating as
yes,
as
mm,
narrating.
mm,
Yes, that was lovely.
mm,
And then also just kind of like so with that walkthrough, you're kind I felt like I'm hearing every little thing, the background sounds of the break-in or a dog barking because she's like, "Oh, I got how many dogs? 3 dogs, something like that."
yeah.
Dogs barking in the background. Um, and then that man's lips just appear, and that was terrifying. Um, but then like the scene, unfortunately, where she gets burned, I did not like the sound of the yelling, not because it was bad. I fear they did it very well to where I was scared. It
Mm,
felt very
disturbing.
real.
Mm.
Yes, very disturbing. Oh, but I noticed this one part in the end of that scene where he walks away and he goes to the front door and he smokes a cigarette.
mm.
I thought this was just me being picky and being like, "Oh, whoever made this sound effect, they need to turn that down. It's a little too hot." But then I realized like as he's inhaling and exhaling with the smoke, like it sounded very, what's the word? I almost want to say crunchy, but like that doesn't
Mm.
Like
make
crisp?
not crisp, but it. it just I was just wondering why they emphasized him smoking the cigarette, like why they made that so loud the way they did. Because I then realized like, oh, this is an artistic thing. I
Mm,
don't quite know why, because and I also can't remember what that faded into after it showed him smoking the cigarette, if it
Mhm.
faded into back into the reality of like her mom in the bed or whatever.
Mhm.
But that was one thing that stuck out to me a lot. I was just like, I don't know why they did that.
I took it as like he's like he's there in the background like burning, and he's
Mhm.
like having almost like a sigh of relief, like he's
Yeah.
like enjoying his smoke.
He's
He
relaxing.
got
Mm,
the fire in his cigarette, just like
the
His
fire.
job is done.
Yes, you could hear the crackle of the cigarette
he's like,
like
I'm
as
burning
he's
something, but I'm having
inhaling.
a good time, like
Right.
getting my
A
relief right
sick
now.
man, sick man. Yes, and so yeah, when the scene when her mom's in the bed when they first meet her mom, like the beats clacking and the nails as they're oh, that's ear candy to me. Love that. And I felt like that scene overall, like those subtle moments of like nails clicking and beats hitting each other, like I feel like that's only an experience that a black person could like obviously can experience. Like I feel like that was very like it's a detail that we would notice and that I appreciate a lot because like a very selective experience. And I feel like sometimes like other black films and other black things, they if they want to emphasize a black experience, a black moment, I fear sometimes it could get too cliche,
Mhm.
too overperform dramatic. I felt like those details of having like the nails hitting each other and the bees hitting each other like was a very nice touch that does it
Mhm.
well because like the sounds of getting your hair done literally. um
Yeah.
and then also I love a non-diegetic to diegetic moment where it's like they're in the car or like it's a cutscene and we're hearing music playing. Like Shay had said, great music taste on the lines of Insecure. I rate Insecure as like when I think of who chooses the music for a film or a show, I'm putting it on the like expectations of Insecure. I just feel like yeah,
And you know who I have to unfortunately add to that in terms of
Lena
music too?
Waithe.
Are you talking about the show? Was it 20 somethings?
Oh, 20. Well, not.
Was it
I'm
called
thinking
20?
more so of like Queen and Slim.
Oh,
Great soundtrack.
that's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
Literally.
literally.
Beautiful gowns, beautiful
Beautiful
soundtrack,
God.
beautiful
Um,
picture,
music
beautiful,
director did
you know.
great. So yeah, those non-diegetic moments, like okay, so like I was saying, like from the car cutscene, and then when they were in the car, and we as an audience hear it, but then it slowly fades into them in the car, and we hear it from the source of the
Yeah.
radio instead. Love those moments. It was another short moment like that where she was doing like the stripper
Yeah.
scene, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so those were my moments that stuck out to me that I did enjoy throughout
Mhm.
this film. So thank you.
Thank you for your professional opinion.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
thank you for listening.
All right, it's time for reviews. Now
Yes.
the Tauruses, we must review.
Deliberate.
So, out of five, who wants to go first?
Ugh.
Mo, you already have
Mo,
your rating.
Yes, I can
yeah, I
go
think it's
first.
only
Let's hear from
right.
you first.
Yeah.
I give it, for me, a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
I'm giving it a high
Wow.
rating. I really liked. I've been
You
going
gave it
back and
back a
forth
half star?
because I had taken it back to 4 stars
Mhm.
yesterday, but then thinking about it today, I bumped it back up to 4.5. I've been going
Period.
back and forth, but it was really good. For me, a 5 star is like it has to be like
And what's a
life
five star to
changing.
you?
Mhm.
Moonlight is a 5 star
Okay,
for
Mhm.
me.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
valid. I knew you were gonna say that.
yes.
Yeah.
Very, very me answer.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, I it's gonna sit between a 4 and a 5. Don't know where exactly.
Mhm.
Was a great film, greatly written.
Mhm.
But that ending,
Mhm.
that messed me up physically. So I don't know how to feel about that. But even, after breaking it down with you guys today, I'm like, okay. And then after hearing the play, like the play's ending of it, I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, but I think that's where it's stopping me from giving it a 5 star.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
definitely above a four.
Okay.
yeah,
Four and
4.5
above.
then.
Okay, period. That's a
Maybe.
pretty significant rating. Um, yeah, that's a pretty significant rating from both of y'all. I feel like, yeah, I can definitely see if I saw that ending the way that the play ends, I think that would have definitely given it a higher rating for me as well. Like I think I'm pretty much in the same boat. I honestly probably want to give it a 3.9 out of 5.
Wow.
Um,
Solid.
it's like okay, I'm of many minds. So as we know, when things are southern coded, I'm very strict
Oh,
about like the way that
yes.
it's presented because like as somebody from the deep south, like the deep south, the delta, it's just like and it was shot in Louisiana, which is where I'm from. So I'm always like, but once I learned that it was like a play and once I learned that it was kind of more I guess the way that I interpret or I took in the film was like it's supposed to have a southern aesthetic rather than
Mm,
be, per like
culturally,
culturally exactly
I
rather than
see.
it being like culturally like super southern. You know what I mean? Like there's not going to
Yeah.
be the most southern references besides the like physical locations I feel. But like, the accents, the speak, the way of being is not very southern like to me, but you know,
I looked it
they
up
tried.
because you'd said that, and she was raised in Mississippi,
Okay,
but born
Mm,
in
from a
Germany.
sip.
I think her dad was an army person.
got you.
So she
Oh,
was born in Germany, but she
yes.
was raised most of her childhood in Mississippi.
Okay.
And then she went to school in California.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the Mississippi-ness. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could tell, but I was like, I think learning that it's a play, for some reason, it just made things make more sense to me. Because I felt like
Mhm.
the film is not necessarily about the accuracy of this southern accents or whatever. It's more so just a vibe. It's more
Yeah.
so just the southern vibe. So I appreciate that. So I would say maybe like a 3.9 um out of
Okay.
5. I feel like it was a good film. I feel like it's not I would say similar to a 5 out of 5 for me is Moonlight, which is my favorite film as well. So it's like yeah, you really gotta touch it really has to hit hard for me. And I guess, you know, um, it didn't hit as hard. But I think if I would have seen that ending
Could have got that
Things
extra
would have been
and
different.
even that part where like you said, whenever the sister is burning and she says help and she's like, no, I feel like that could even boosted it up for me. Because it would just add an extra layer of something, a little
I agree.
pizzazz. All right, well, we've
This has
rated.
been,
We
yeah,
reviewed.
we rated.
Thank you so much for having me, y'all. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed
Thank you for
watching
joining,
y'all.
Mo. It's been a pleasure, truly.
No, truly, like, definitely enjoyed doing this movie review. I feel like Mo and I are always talking about films or something, and I'm like, you need to, you're a tourist and you be reviewing stuff. Like, we need you on the pod. But yeah,
No,
thank you for
seriously.
taking the time out of your day to join us,
Yes,
talk
thank you.
about
And
this movie.
you will be back.
You will be back. We will be back.
Shout out to
Exactly.
Happy, it's not tour season no more, but it's tour season for L for us.
exactly.
Literally.
And happy Pride.
And happy
And happy
Pride. Shout out to Queen
Pride.
Latifah. All right.
Love you.
Bye, love
Bye.
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
Bye.